leading worship. Normally I'd be calling kids up front here in the sanctuary, but I want to...
No shaking hands, no passing offering plates, things like that. And, to be honest, I was a little resistant because most pastors want to get people together and engage, and yet she was thankfully persistent, and so we made some decisions that March 1st, I think, was a Sunday, to put some of these changes into practice. And even to be honest, even then I thought it was a premature overkill, but in retrospect, she probably helped us save some lives. We had no idea that any of this would, hit so close to home for us. We were doing communion that day, so instead of, we usually share a common cup and a common loaf of bread, and she asked us to make that individual for people, and we did. We usually have a time in the service where we pass the peace, we shake hands and extend peace to each other, and we eliminated that. But I'll tell you, a number of people came to me that day and said, thank you. No one came and said, this is too much. It was sometime in the middle of the week, like March 10th or 11th, this same woman was symptomatic and had been exposed. And then that Thursday, I was symptomatic. So middle of that week, and that's that Thursday, I think it was the 11th or 12th, our leadership got together. And I wasn't at the meeting because I was self-quarantined that day, and they met and decided to shut down the church completely. So since that Thursday night, we haven't had a single in-person meeting in the church, or offsite even anywhere. They're all shut down. We had a few more in the end, probably 8 or so that tested positive, including the 2 that passed away. Some were in the same families, and one was tested positive. And we had, Don Sperling, one of the gentlemen who passed away, his wife, daughter, and son are all tested positive. So I was quarantined for a week, but I tested negative. We just happened to be a place where there was just a concentrated number of people. But since that first wave, nobody's tested positive.
No division, only unity. No violence, only peace.
It's a new normal. But it's been different. I mean, first to preach from my quarantined room, and then to preach from here. I mean, I'm here alone on Sunday morning. Other people who are in the service that are in their homes and linking in through Zoom, and the host coordinates that, but it's just me by myself. And we're doing Zoom partly because we wanted to be worshiping in real time, and that enables us to do that. It's all happening, everyone's at the same time. And I understand why churches record and put it on, but we want it to be in real time.
Thank you that you've opened my eyes, not just to the fact...
Right where I normally preach from, but instead of looking at a congregation of people, I'm looking at a phone. We'll gather together when we're given the green light to do so. We're planning that it'll be a step-by-step, or kind of a stair-stepped process. Even when we're allowed to gather, we'll continue to have probably one service in person and one service online for those who can't be here. I think the church exists not just for the sake of itself, but for the sake of the people in the community, and that we need to make decisions that are not only best for ourselves, but for the sake of others.